All right, everybody, I'm going to start making my Major 2 brackets. I'll kind of go through matchups piece by piece. Some games I'll probably go into a little bit deeper than others. Like this first one, Thieves Boston. I think everybody is probably on the same page here. 2-6 in control. That's not good if you're Boston. Only good hardpoint maps, Hacienda. Only good search map. Well, you've been all right at search. Oh, the last time they played, what was it? Protocol, Red Card, Protocol, Hasi. So Thieves were willing to play them on Hasi for both, which is good for Boston. It was an online game. I don't know. Looking at this, like, if you're Thieves, you could probably play Vault. You could probably play Skyline if you wanted. I think there's a lot of options here. I don't think anyone's thinking upset for this first match. I'm going to just put it simple. All right, Carolina versus Surge. This is a good one we'll go into a little bit. This is probably everybody's like third, fourth teams right now. So a tough winners round 1 matchup for both teams. But I think you'll probably have your answer. Well, you definitely will. All right, let's just go Major 2 and Major 2 or Minor 2, Major 2 qualifiers. So what, 8 for Search. They play this split at all? They did not. The last time they played, I haven't played in a while. Major 1 qualifier. So what, key wins for LAG? Probably a key win is here. That's about it. You don't have anything else too crazy. You've beaten everybody you're supposed to beat, and you kind of lost to teams They have won 5 in a row though, so they lost early. All right. This is tough, man. All right, let's look at Surge. They don't play Skyline, which which Carolina plays a lot of. They don't play Hasi, which Carolina plays a lot of. Control-wise, what do they play? That's everything. Probably looking at Protocol here, I want to say. Protocol or Vault. Everybody vetoes Vault against Carolina. They haven't played it at all. And they don't veto it. They only veto it 3 times. Recent games, pretty solid one here. Really good Minor 2 run. You beat Ultra here, but you lost here. Pretty good one here. Good one here. Good one here. I think your only concern is maybe this loss where you got 2-3-5. And Carolina's a team who could probably 2-3-5. I really like the way Carolina's playing recently, but they haven't beaten anybody great. I think I'm going to go Surge 3-1. I think if it goes 5, Carolina wins, but I'm going to go Surge. I just like their wins a little bit more. Even in the loss, they went to 5 with Ultra. I really like this Carolina team too. I like the way they're playing. But they've also beaten Vegas and Miami. And probably their best win recently is C9. I could see it going either way. Again, this is Surge's first LAN with Neptune. That could be a big factor. I think if you're a Surge fan, if you have any concern, it's probably, again, probably the Search and the Control. I mean, your hardpoint. They might be the best hardpoint team in the game with LA Thieves. FaZe Rocker. Could be interesting. Well, the biggest concern for FaZe is Search. Have they played recently? They have. It was a 3-0. They recently played on 3-8. That certainly doesn't help Rocker, does it? So we played Protocol, Red Card Protocol. This is 16 points. They do not play Red Card. They play Protocol a lot, so we'll probably see that again. Rocker played Red Card. I wonder if they veto Red Card instead. They're 0-2 this stage on it. I feel like that's FaZe's best map now. Red Card Search. But you probably veto that. Maybe you play something else. They're willing to play Vault. They're 3-0, so maybe you don't play Vault. Maybe like a Proto Skyline in this matchup. What was the last one? Well, FaZe did try to play them on Vault. Maybe they don't care. FaZe is always a little different, though, in their online games. I just don't know if the search matters as much if their hardpoint looks this rough this stage. What controls do they play? Proto Hasi, maybe, mainly. You're probably going to get Proto again. Unless you play him on Hasi. But I don't know if anyone wants to play FaZe on Hasi outside of Thieves. I don't know. This might just be another 3-0. I like this Rocker team a lot. They just start so slow. And their hardpoint is going a bit backwards. And outside of Vault Search, they've been 1-5. That's not good. I'm going to just go 3-0, I think. I think the other problem with Rocker, too, is kind of getting beat by everybody. There are 4 losses in a row. 1-5 in their last 6 with a Vegas win. So, 0.5 and 6. All right, what do we got? C9 Ultra. All right, this is another interesting one. This could be really close. They played the start of Major 2. Oh, yeah, this is we weren't really sure what was happening here. See, I thought their hardpoint was a lot better, but they have 3 recent losses, huh? 1 map difference in hardpoint, 1 map difference in search, same control record. So these 2 teams are just the same, huh? I feel like maybe this is probably the best thing for... So you've beaten OpTic twice. You've beaten Falcons, lost to Thieves, beat Boston, beat Carolina. So your 2 big wins probably are Carolina and then Surge. It's probably your best 2 looks. And then I guess the C9 one early when they replayed. Where C9 has the Ultra win, and outside of that, not much. Being LAG, Boston, Vegas. Yeah, I feel I'd probably lean Cloud9 if Ultra just didn't recently beat Surge. They also did this in 2-3-5, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm still worried about Ultra's hardpoint. So maybe I'm actually leaning C9 because I think they can take a search off Ultra. It's because matches I'm scared. I know they went 6 and 7, so they probably lost one hardpoint here, one hardpoint here, one there. So that's 3. They lost 4 others. Probably one here to Surge. Probably Carolina and Boston. And they kind of got smoked on LAN, right? I guess they lost in 5. What happened here? They lose a hardpoint? They lost 2 searches on LAN versus Carolina. I'm gonna go 3-1 C9 till I see some more from Ultra. Mac doesn't pick it up a little. Yeah, it wasn't his best, but Sib really stepped it up. Where is he struggling? So he's struggling heavily in control right now. That's really it. Hardpoint's fine. Search is good. He's struggling big time in control. But again, I would assume they just got farmed by FaZe and Thieves and Ravens in control, right? That's what I'm imagining. Like, did he just recently get smoked here? Let's look at game 3, Hossie. You only went -4. Carolina, yeah, -6. So I think they've just had some tough games. But the Thieves lost to the Minor. Okay, that looks really bad. So he has 3 where he's like, those are the big 3 that are definitely gonna make this look worse. Map 3 here, he also got fried, but they won. They won 3-1, and he went -12. That's a win. So yeah, he's just having a rough control stage. I'm gonna stick with it. Screw it. Thieves Surge. I mean, I just don't know if anyone is betting against Thieves right now. So you had the really close matchup. But the thing about this close matchup here was that, Surge won 2 hardpoints. And we rewatched those. If you want to watch that, you can. I just don't know if they can win multiple hardpoints versus Thieves. And it's almost like they have to because everywhere else, Thieves has been getting better. I don't know if anyone's taking a control off these outside of FaZe. I just don't think that's happening. Search is 10-2. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it possible? I guess it is. Maybe you went game 7. And technically, they won the first 5 maps, right? Like, you won in 5, 2 hardpoints in a search. So it's possible, I guess. But I think everybody just has... I feel like you have to go Thieves at this point. I'll give them 1. FaZe C9. Now, if this was a Surge FaZe matchup, I think FaZe got really lucky here. Well, not lucky, but I think the bracket helps them. Because they struggle versus Surge. FaZe C9. Have they played it all recently? Yeah, they just played. That was a Sunday game, right? And they played 2 Hossies. What does C9 not play? They don't play Red Card Search, which I think that's fine versus FaZe. They play Protocol Control, which I don't think is a good thing versus FaZe or Hossie. They don't play a lot of Vault, is really what I'm saying, which is not good. Hardpoint-wise, they pretty much play everything. They don't play Red Card at all Search. So you could see like a Protocol Vault Search here. Something like that. What did we get in this one? Protocol Skyline. These might be like the same maps, except for you might have a Protocol here. Was Hossie? Hossie was in here. They lost. I just don't think this is a good matchup for C9. Map pool wise. Because if you're FaZe on LAN, you probably just get rid of Hossies outside of Hossie control if you really want to. I know that they've been working on it online, but like now that we're here, so you get rid of Hossie. You play Protocol probably because they're going to get rid of Red Card. Maybe you play Skyline and Proto, which I just don't think is good for C9. All right, I'm going to go 3-1 here. We're going to have a rematch. All right, let's go down low. Breach Miami. I'm not going to spend too long on the losers games, but I'm going to just see if they played recently. They did. 5-point Skyline, round 11, 3-1 Proto, 20-point Hossie. Wow, this is as close as it gets. Boston will take it again. I think my only concern with Boston is LAN. And on the other side for Miami, you're hoping you're better on LAN again, and you start to win some game 5s again. But it looks like this matchup, they don't do well. They lost here. They lost here. So what, 2-0 if you're Boston? Miami are just kind of struggling right now, too. I feel like Boston's good enough to win us a hard point versus them. And then you're 3-6 and 2-6. And that is just not good. They aren't playing Hossie control. Oh, you're bad. You're 2-6. You're not playing Hossie control. So this will come down to whoever has map pick. You'll probably pick Proto. 3-1 Miami? Yeah. I mean, it's just if this team steps up on LAN again. And if this team kind of crumbles on LAN, that's to me what it comes down to. But it looks like, I mean, recent matches have gone Boston's way. I'll go Boston. I'll give Boston some love. You know, I give a lot of love. I'm going to go 3-2 Boston. I gave a lot of love to Miami in Major 1, so we don't really have to do a lot of analysis there. All right, Minnesota OpTic. I mean, okay, so probably some people just wondering my thoughts. I guess we'll see. My question's just kind of going to be who's running third sub. Did you bring Skyz on and just loosen everybody up? There's 2 ways I think you look at this match. It's the home crowd again. You play loose, and you hope if you're OpTic, you have some fun, and things get hot. The problem is this is a really tough losers round 1 matchup. You like to play a lot of Vault, which I don't know if you can do that versus at least Search and Control. I don't know if that's a great idea here. I mean, Rocker loves Vault. So then what are your other options? You looked better on Hasi if you're OpTic, but you already see you're 2-0 in control here and 5-1 in search here. So that's tough. I don't know if this is a good matchup for a round 1 if you're OpTic, because you have not shown much. Obviously, you have a new teammate. And maybe we aren't playing Vault, period. So that's maybe a good thing, which then opens up Hasi, which I think is good, at least in search and control for Rocker. Then you have the option to go to Proto or Red Card. You could play very basic COD and play Skyline with Skyz. I just think there's kind of two ways to think about this. Either OpTic, they look a lot better with Skyz. They have the crowd behind them on Friday. You win the first match, and then you have the potential to go on a run. This is just a tough bracket. Even if you win, you're probably playing Ultra. I don't have to do a ton of analysis there. And actually, OpTic do match up pretty well have matched up pretty well versus Ultra. I lied. They just got 2-0, 3-0 twice. I meant before that. That was Major 1 quals. I think it probably stops there. No, I mean, like, they have the talent, I guess, to heat up. Like, they could go on a run, but you just don't know. I don't know how you pick them outside of if you're just hoping. I'd probably, I bet this gets 5, and I'll probably go Rocker 5. I just can't pick. I just can't. I don't have anything that, I mean, they just played too. There's just nothing that's telling me yes. So I don't think they're going to play 3 vaults in a series, though. I just don't know what this looks like yet. It could look great if you just let Dashy run around. Skyz is a vibey guy. They're just having some fun playing loose. And even if that's the case, maybe they win this first round. I just don't know if they're beating Ultra in round 2. But you never know. I mean, we've had some crazy losers bracket runs, and there's a lot of copium out there. And I'm trying to put copium out into the air. But in terms of like filling out a bracket, I just don't think I could do it. You really have to be an OpTic fan to do that. Home crowd advantage? Yeah, no, it definitely helps. But like, you got to think with the home crowd advantage, yes, it obviously helped last year. But OpTic were still a team last year. They got 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Obviously, they got like last at Major 4. But they were literally making every Sunday. So like, you knew they had the ability to win at champs. I mean, this title just requires a lot of team and cohesion. And I just don't. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So I'm going to just go a Rocker. I'm going to go with my brain, I suppose. It's made OpTic so good at MW3 compared. I mean, it's a different game. There's a lot of different maps, different style of play. Compared to BO6, it was slower. You could get away with 3 ARs. Shots you could get lost a lot easier on those maps. There was a lot more space for him to work with. That's even my concern with this lineup. Like, if we see a lot of 3 subs, like, who's running the 3rd sub? I mean, we've seen Skyz do it in the past, but it's been a long time. Do you just want Dashy to do it? Who's never really done it before, but would probably love to. Maybe. I guess that's what we're going to find out. Okay. Carolina Cloud9. All right. Rocker Ultra. Could be a fun game. Have they played at all? Played Minor 1 and they played Major 1 quals. They both won 5. I think Ultra just a better search team right now. All right. So this is where it gets fun. All right. Winners final. Now I'm doing this on Tuesday. I don't think there's any other roster changes happening. I just don't know how FaZe are going to look here. I think FaZe could look really good, but these have just looked too clean the last month. Could I see like FaZe winning in 5? Probably. I could. They've lost a lot, like 2 maps. Yeah, outside of the minor, they've lost 2 maps in quals. A minor, they lost 1 map to C9 and 3 to Surge. Thieves retain this unless they throw a game high. I feel like the only way I see somebody beating Thieves is if like FaZe gets hot. I don't know if anyone else can beat them. Only 2 teams that have gone and defeated the qualifier have won the major, though. I mean, you can look at historical stats, I guess, if you want to, but I just don't know how you pick anybody else right now. Even with like that historical stat, I mean, you can have that in any way you want, I suppose. I mean, when you look at this matchup, right, both of these teams have an idea of what they're going to be doing, right? So this entire qualifier has been pretty much about prepping for this matchup. On one side for Thieves, it's that we're playing a lot of Hasi. Okay, we're playing we're down to play protocol control. We're not playing Vault control because they know we're not going to be playing Vault control versus FaZe unless we're able to pick it. So that also could potentially be in, but that's like best of 7. You would see that. You wouldn't see that in the BO5. Red card, they're probably not going to play versus FaZe, right? That's maybe red card search, but red card hardpoint, you're probably not going to see. So they're picking Hasi. FaZe is probably, this comes down to what FaZe wants to do. FaZe could do 2 things. FaZe can veto Proto and play Vault, which is why they're playing a lot of Vault. Or you could veto Vault, play Proto. Well, they'll probably veto. Sorry, Thieves will veto Proto. They'll veto. So it comes down to these 3. Now, this is why they're playing a lot of Hasi and a lot of Vault. Now, the kicker to me is is either team willing to throw this in? Is Skyline, right? Both of these teams could be doing a ton of prep. And and really focusing on it in scrims. That's like, they've only played it once. These have only played it once. So they're playing a ton of Hossie hardpoint. They're playing a bunch of Vault hardpoint, because that's what you would assume both of these are. Now, there could be a kicker in here where FaZe is like, yeah, let's play Skyline. I don't know if that's going to happen. Thieves could do that. I don't know if that's going to happen. It could. But that's why you're seeing that. S&D wise, they both play Red Card. They both play Skyline. You'll probably see a Hossie veto in search, right? From FaZe, so you won't see that. What if Thieves been vetoing? Oh, they don't play Proto. So probably no Hossie, no Proto when it comes to search. So then it comes down to, you'll see Red Card, and then again, we've played a good amount of Vault. We saw that twice at the major, but Skyline is open. But you can see, like, Thieves have been playing a ton of Vault. They've been playing a lot of Skyline. They trust their Red Card. And then control-wise, it depends on the vetoes, but you're going to see one of these two, Proto or Hossie. If I had to guess, probably Hossie. I mean, it's a very interesting matchup. It just comes down to FaZe's search. And when you look at their search, like the two they would probably end up playing, they're what, 3-2? I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, folks. But I'm riding with Thieves, I think, this event. All right, C9 Ravens. Is it my losers too? Am I giving Ravens another top 4? They've done it all year. Yeah, give me Ravens in 5. Ultra Surge. I think Surge 2 get a hard point. 3-1. So we have Surge Ravens. So this would be a rematch. We could have a potential rematch, which that changes things. Maybe, does it? It's hard to beat a team twice in the same tournament, I feel like. There's almost no way that Raven Surge don't play each other twice. I mean, I think both of the, I think Ultra could win this. I think C9 could win this. But I don't know. It's just hard. You're also making this bracket before, these are days in between these games. Like, you never know how someone's looking that weekend. Ravens 3-2 in a Nesla, dude, a 2-3-5. I'm kind of leaning that way. But I also kind of want to see Surge FaZe on LAN. And because I want to see that, I'm going to go with it. I'm actually going to take them in 5 thoughts. Crazy, I know, right? All right, Surge FaZe on LAN. So Surge they won twice recently versus team. One's 3-2 and one's 3-1. Confidence is big for this matchup. And the fact that Surge have won twice, it helps, even if it's online. This is so hard because if FaZe's Surge does look this bad on LAN, then I'd probably go Surge again. But I don't know if it's going to look this bad. They lost 3 Surges in this matchup. And Surge haven't even looked great outside of that in S&D. The thing is, in S&D, they have similar map pools. They don't play Hossie. Maybe you don't see Vault. So then this is why we've seen Protocol Red Card, which I think hurts FaZe. So maybe you wouldn't see that. Maybe you would see Proto Skyline. Maybe FaZe would play Skyline instead. I have OpTic winning it all. Let's go. I mean, that's a T1 fan right there. That's a run if I've ever seen it. I'm going to go FaZe in 5 on the back that their Surge isn't going to look as bad. Which leads us to a Major 1 final. And yeah, I just don't know if I see you'd have veto advantage if you're Thieves. I'll probably go Thieves in 6. And that ends it there. It's tough. It's just hard to tell right now. I honestly really want to see this game on stage. I don't know if we're going to, but I want to. All right. Am I saving? I'm saving. All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm doing this on a Tuesday, so hopefully nothing changes.